Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna show you how to change some spark plugs on your Toyota Tacoma V6 3.4. Now, we need some space to work, so we are going to begin by removing the air intake tube. Now, for this part, we're just going to remove 2 screws. We disconnect any hose that go to the intake. Then we remove the 2 brackets that hold the cables. Very gently, we give it a little twist and we pull it back. Now that we have some space, we're gonna need an 8mm to remove the coils. For the last one, we're going to need a 10mm. Now, before disconnecting the coils, I'm going to remove the battery. Once the battery is disconnected, I'm going to disconnect all the coils. Now, I'm going to change the spark plugs in order, front to back. So we're going to do one at a time, okay? We put the coil aside, and we're going to need a 16mm to remove the spark plugs. I don't have a magnetic tip, so we're gonna do things a little bit different, and I'm gonna show you how. Now, use a little hose that you can fit in a spark plug tip. Make sure it fits tight and fish it out. Now, these are not the correct spark plugs for this truck. Always check your owner's manual. In the owner's manual, it specifically says you need twin ground spark plugs, okay? Now, in my case, I'm going to go for the NG case. Now you look at that, what a beautiful spark plug. Now, spark plugs come pre-gapped, but it's always good to check before installing them, okay? Now, in your owner's manual, it will say that it has to be 0.43, but you can also go with 0.44. And most of the time, the spark plugs come in 0.44, so we're gonna just make sure that it's 0.44 and they're gonna be perfectly fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the spark plug in our new tool. We're going to screw it in and we're gonna softly make sure it's going the right way. Now all of this is by feeling, so if you think that it's not going the right way, just do it backwards and go in again. Now, I don't have a torque ratchet, so I'm gonna go by feeling. Just make sure to use the same force when you took them out. We put the coil back in and we go for the next one. Now the torque for the spark plug is going to be 12 to 14. I see a little bit of oil in the spark plugs, but I know that the engine is not burning oil. So I think the previous owner it was just really messy. Now, I don't like to be messy, and I know I have to clean the engine because it has a lot of oil everywhere, but I'm gonna let the future me take care of that. We take a good look to our next spark plug. Let's replace it. Remember, always check the gap. Let's get it in our new tool and we put it in. Let's go ahead and torque it, and remember, we're doing this by feeling, so don't go too hard on it because you're gonna break it. We put the third coil aside and let's go for the last one. Looks like every spark plug comes with the same gap, but always make sure. And we are finally done with the first three. While working on the spark plugs, I also wanted to change the air filter. I noticed that the box was broken, so I'm gonna take it out and take a look at it. As you can see, the filter is quite dirty and very disgusting. So let's change it, but first we have to take out the box. Now that everything is unscrewed, we're gonna carefully unplug the air sensor. Always make sure to pull it by the bracket and not by the cables. They are very sensitive. Finally, we can get our box out. As you can see, it looks like the previous owner never cleaned it out. And here is our airflow sensor, and as you can see, it's also very dirty. It looks like the box is broken, so that's one thing we want to fix. But first, let's take out the airflow sensor and check it out. Now, you do not want to have an airflow sensor as dirty as this one, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it. You want to make sure that the airflow sensor and the resistors inside are very clean. Now, never use anything else to clean it but airflow sensor clean it. You want to use the CRC one or the AutoZone one, it's fine, it's okay. You're gonna need about 3 cans if your sensor is as dirty as mine, but always only use the correct product, okay? Don't use anything else, and do not brush it or use a rug. Always use only the spray, okay? As you can notice, it's already a lot better, but it still has a lot of dirt in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep cleaning it. Three cans later, we finally got it completely clean. Now, you want to wait about 10 minutes so it gets completely dry, okay? While we're waiting, let's go ahead for the next 3 spark plugs. By now, you already know what to do, so I'm just gonna let it play. we finally made it. We have the last spark plug. Let's put all together and let's go for the airflow sensor. Now, as I told you before, I noticed that the air box was broken. I'm gonna fix it later with a glue, special glue for plastics, for automotive plastics. But for now, we're gonna go with a trusty gray tape, okay? Now, it's important to take care of this because you don't want cracks after the filter. It's gonna let all the dirt in again and your airflow sensor is gonna be dirty again. So we got to fix it, okay? As you can see, here's our airflow sensor and it's completely clean and beautiful, and let's put it back together. I noticed that the old screws were a little bit rusty, so I'm gonna put some new. Let's tighten everything together and our airflow is ready to go. It's going to read correctly now. And hopefully that will improve our gas mileage. Now we gently put everything back together. We carefully plug the sensor back. Make sure everything is tight and connected, and we are ready. Now that we're done, we can connect our battery back. Let's turn this bad boy on. Just hear that beautiful engine. I'm pretty sure this truck is really happy to be in my hands. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna leave every link in the description and see you on